Once upon a time, in a nice little village, there lived a lovely and clever little kitten named Whiskers. Whiskers was an amazing kitten. She was wise beyond her years and always had a twinkle of adventure in her eyes. One sunny morning, as Whiskers played in the village square, she overheard the villagers talking about a big problem. The village was plagued by pesky mice who were stealing their food and causing mischief. The villagers didn't know what to do. Whiskers's ears perked up with interest. "I can help," she meowed confidently, surprising everyone with her bravery. The villagers were skeptical at first, but Whiskers convinced them to give her a chance. With a determined flick of her tail, she set off on her mission to rid the village of the mischievous mice. The first thing Whiskers did was to observe the mice. She watched them scurry about, noting their habits and routines. Then, using her sharp wit, Whiskers devised a plan. In the dead of night, when the moon was high and the stars twinkled brightly, Whiskers put her plan into action. With stealth and skill, she led the mice away from the village, deep into the dark woods. As the mice followed her, their eyes gleaming with excitement, Whiskers suddenly stopped in her tracks. She turned to face them with a stern gaze. "Why do you steal from the villagers?" she asked, her voice firm but not unkind. The mice shuffled nervously, their tiny hearts pounding with guilt. One brave mouse stepped forward and spoke up. "We're hungry," he squeaked. "There's not enough food in the woods, so we come to the village to find something to eat." Whiskers nodded thoughtfully. "I understand," she said, "but there are better ways to solve your problem than stealing. Let me show you." With that, Whiskers led the mice back to the village. She showed them where they could find plenty of food in the fields and barns without causing trouble for the villagers. From that day on, the mice and the villagers lived in harmony. The villagers were grateful to Whiskers for her wisdom and kindness, and the mice were happy to have plenty to eat without resorting to thievery. And as for Whiskers, she became known as the wise little kitty, admired and respected by all who knew her. The moral of the story: kindness and understanding can solve even the biggest of problems.
The end. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and get more wonderful videos just like this.